Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend review of products that I get in the mail. Recently somebody sent me this. I opened the box to see what it was. And this is a Topdon Tornado 1200. It's a battery charger. Trickle charger, 6 volt to 12 volt. And it's 1.2 amps. Let's open it up right now. I get these products in the mail from manufacturers, mostly in Asia, who want to promote their products for the US market, and I'm more than happy to do it because there has been a lot of innovative products that are typically old-fashioned, but the new styles now are just very appealing and convenient. I mean, the packaging is always very nice, you know. Battery charger, Topdon. So I've never had one like this before. The traditional ones that I've used a lot to charge my lawn and garden batteries for my lawn tractors and zero turns and all that, usually it's pretty big. I'll show it to you right now. So this is the battery charger that I use on a regular basis. I use it a lot because my channel, as you guys know, I work on a lot of lawn tractors and riding mowers, and they all have a 12 volt garden battery, which ranges between 230 CCAs, cold cranking amps, to 350, you know. And sometimes I use these on my car batteries too, because they're the same thing, just higher CCAs. Anyway, this is an old one, but it works great. It's from Sears Die Hard, and as you can see, it has a area here where you can do 2 amps or 10 amps charging. Right, and also you can select maintenance or start mode. This also can be switched between 12 volt and 6 volt too. So I use this a lot, but it takes a long time to charge. You know what I mean? So look at the size of this one here. It's like almost handheld, you know? This is the product right there. The Tornado 1200. Class 2 battery charger. Just looking at it right away, I'm a little skeptical on its charging ability. Why? Because look at these super thin wires connected to the 2 alligator clips for the battery terminals. Look how thin that is, you know? I mean, I know that you're trickle charging it, you know what I mean? But I mean, the gauge of this wire is just so thin that you question whether or not enough juice is getting to the battery in an appropriate time, you know. Now, these alligator clips are very high quality, you know, but I just wish that the wire gauge was a little bit stronger. If you compare it to the old school ones, I mean, the old school one is probably 5 times thicker than this one. I mean, you could just pull this and it would break, you know. Has a decent length wire, and this is of course the plug, the power plug. You just plug it in, as this one has as well. As you can see, this one has a ground prong on it, so that it's grounded properly, and this one doesn't. So I question whether or not this would charge a battery in ample time. You can select between 12 volt and 6 volt also, and well, you know what? Let's try it. But before that, I wanted to show you what else was in the box. Holy cow. The instruction booklet. Look how thick it is. It's a 1/2 inch thick. Normally, I don't read any instructions because I think that I'm smart enough to figure out how it works. But if you think I'm going to read all this for a battery charger, you're nuts! This probably has different languages in it. Yeah. It's got all kinds of languages in it. So in reality, it's only like that thick. So this is a golf cart project I've been working on for quite a while. It's taking me some time to do it. I've got an old Mercedes-Benz 12-volt battery in it. This is one of those AGM batteries. They're very expensive. I think it's like $450 brand new. But it still has juice in it and it still holds a charge. I've been using this to test the starting for my golf cart. And right now it's been sitting here for about a couple of weeks without being run. So I'm just going to test the voltage in the battery right now and see what it is. And it's showing 12.03. So it's just a little bit over 12 volts. You need about 12.4 to start a lawn tractor starter, and about that to start a car too. So it needs a little bit of charging to get it past 12.4. And like I said, it's just a little bit over 12 volts exactly. So we're gonna attach this to it and plug it into the power and see how long it takes for it to get to 12.5. So just a mere 5 or so, 0.5 to get it so that it's able to charge. Let me plug it in. So here I have you right there. I'm getting ready to plug in the power. And I've just plugged it in. As you see, all the lights go on. The power light over here is illuminated blue. The normal is flashing white. So because this is not a lithium battery, I will not use the mode selector to select it to lithium. We're just going to go ahead and place it, just leave it as it is. I didn't do anything else. Just plugged it in. That's it. As you can see, there's a power indicator here of how good the battery is. I guess it has to analyze it for a bit, but I'm just gonna let it charge like this for a while and see what happens. So when you press mode so that the norm doesn't blink anymore, I pressed it again, so now the norm is a solid white, so it's beginning to charge, I gather. And it only shows 25% when we know the battery has at least 12 volts in it. So I'm not sure exactly, are they saying it's 25% that the battery is charged, is charging at 25%? Or are they saying that the capacity right now is at 25% when we know it's almost 75% at 12 volts, you know? So I'm gonna go look at the instructions a little bit just to make sure. Okay, so I just read the instructions a little bit, and it says press it twice to select the mode. Well, it's in normal, but this is actually an AGM battery, right? So we'll press it twice to select the cold AGM battery, and there we go. Then it says press it once to start. So there we go. Now it's actually charging the cold AGM battery. So that makes a little more sense now. As you can see here, this is an AGM battery. You could, if you wanted 6 volts, you would press it twice to select 6 volts. And if you have a 12-volt lithium battery, you would double tap it to get it to that selector. And then you would press it again to start charging that specific mode. The 25% is flashing. It is currently charging. When it reaches 25%, it will be a solid white. Then it'll be a solid 50, 75, and then to 100. We'll know that this battery is fully charged when the 100% dot is solid white. See what you can find out when you read the instructions? So you know I don't read instructions, but I wanted to go through the charts just to see exactly all the functions and how it works. Now look at here. It says here it has a chart, right, of the battery size and the amperes. So the battery in that golf cart is an 80 amp per hour battery, 12 volt. According to this chart, it says it will fully charge in 43.63 hours. It takes 2 days to charge that battery. I don't know. I don't think I have time to wait around 48 hours. You know what I mean? 46 hours, 43 hours. So, I mean, that old style charger, 4, 5, 6 hours, it's fully charged. You know what I mean? I don't have time to wait 2 days for that battery to charge, you know? So, I'm not surprised, given the small gauge of that battery clip wire. You know what I mean? So, it's a trickle charger for sure. I mean, it's not a fast charger. So, you know what? I'll come back to you in 2 days. So it's been 24 hours. It's the next day. Came out here to check on the progress. Like I said, it takes 43 hours to fully charge. If you take a look at this, it's gone from 25%, 50, 75, and now it's at 100%, but it's still blinking. When it becomes solid, it means that this battery is fully charged. So they weren't kidding when they said 43 hours. It's been about 30 hours so far. So we'll check tomorrow to see if this is completely solid. So it's day 3. It's been 49 hours since I first put that charger on this battery. And yesterday it was blinking at 100%. Let's see if it's steady 100% now. It is now steady at 100%. So now this battery is now fully charged. Now I'm going to disconnect the battery charger from the battery, and we're going to do a multimeter test on the voltage. Remember, when we first attached this charger to the battery, it had a voltage of 12.03. Let's test it now. So it took 3 days to do this battery charger review. Can you believe that? First time it took so long to do a review. But it says it takes 43.65 hours to fully charge that battery. And sure enough, after 49 hours, it did in fact fully charge that 80 amp AGM battery, which I've never done before. So kind of interesting. Good charger, but honestly, it takes too long. Your conventional battery charger does it to 4 to 6 hours. If you have time to wait for a full charge, trickle charger that is, with this item over here, then it's a great item for you. I do have a complaint. I do think that these little weenie wires here are very thin, you know. You question whether or not it's powerful enough to withstand battery charging, you know, because look, you could easily just pull this and break it, you know. But it does work well. It just takes a long time to do it. It's a trickle charger, but maybe it does things like desulfates it and makes that battery charge a lot more reliable and long lasting than your typical one. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested in buying one for yourself. Other than that, thank you very much for sending me this, and we'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey Henry, it's Andy from the UK, aka Mower Wizard. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, I'm Henry from Mowers and Blowers. As a YouTuber that deals with small engine equipment on a daily basis, I worry about the harmful effects of the 10% ethanol that's in your unleaded gas from your gas station. Here on the East Coast, as winter nears, I think about storing my summer lawn equipment for the winter. Ethanol absorbs moisture, and what it does is it could rust or corrode and clog up your jets in your carburetor. That's why I use Ethanol Safeguard with stabilizers from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. Before you store your machines, a little bit of Lucas goes a long way. When you're ready to use your machines again, fire right out! Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or two, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.